ADHD, 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 it's alive. ADHD, 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 it's alive.
What's up, everybody? It's the host of the ADHD Life podcast, Malachi speaking. This is a mic check because I'm not really sure if this thing's going to do like it's supposed to. As soon as I start the app, immediately just glitches, and the video quality is shit, obviously, but you know, it's all good. Thank you. Gonna have to edit that out. But yeah. So we're just waiting for my friend to join. His name is Randy Emillio. He's got an EP coming out really soon, so stick around for that. I got a couple questions about the EP. We're gonna get down to it. Yeah. Oh, while you guys are waiting, I will show you my tattoo. Oh yeah. Boom. It's a little bloody. The lighting, like I said, is horrible. But boom, bada bang. It's the moon. You got the moon. He's got like a half smile going. And then you got the star. It's with the string attached to it. So he doesn't feel so alone and shit. Like, yeah. I saw it. I was like, yes, that's it. I'm going to get clouds around it. I'm just going to might do like a verse or two from one of the songs I'm working on in there, put that in there. You never know. I'm just going to go from, we'll see. We'll see where it goes, bro. Oh, it's been good. Life's been good. I mean, for the most part, you know, life's been good. I really wish the lighting in here was better. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe if I hit that light up there. I do apologize for the video going out, guys. It's literally out of my control. I don't know. I've already closed the app down and restarted it. I'm not sure what's going on. So we shall see. We shall see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's too bright. Now you can't even see the colors. You can't even see the colors of the thing. Now I gotta like put like a filter over that or something. Hopefully. Man. I'm not liking that at all. I'm not liking that at all. One second. Boom. We are recording. Yes.
Love that.
Woo!
I'm trying to match your energy. Woo! There we go.
Fail.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
It's all good. You got it. It's all good. Heck yeah. How's it been, Randy?
It's been exhausting. It's been stressful, but we're here. We made it.
We made it. Looking all GQ'd up and everything.
Listen, you know, can't look how I feel. That's for damn sure.
That's true. I tried. I threw on a t-shirt.
We're almost matching.
Hey, the silver.
Yeah, listen, twinsies.
Hey, wait, I didn't mean to give you the finger. It was just I was trying to.
It's fine.
The stud of my ear, you know.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm used to it. It's fine.
No. I cut the tip of my finger off. So like they had to stitch it back on. That's been a whole process. It's still healing, and like I had to get used to not using this finger. So it was just like everything I had to do was with these three fingers and this thumb, and it, yeah.
Remind me to text you the context of how you lost half a finger later, because I'm curious.
I got you.
Okay. And also be careful. What the hell?
You're right. I definitely have to be more careful. I'm so jealous.
Jealous of what?
So jealous of the hair.
Listen, it's a brand. It's a thing.
Oh, it is a brand. It is a thing because on your cover, you can see your hair.
So, fun facts about the cover.
Wait. Pause. Wait a minute. I think I should ask my question before you give too much, because then you might say what the question is, and then that would defeat the purpose of me asking it.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. It's fine.
Sure? I feel bad.
No, you drive the boat. I'm just here.
I'm like up all the way up here, and I need to come down just a little bit.
No, I need to get up there. That's what I need to do. Like, it's my first project. Like, we should be hyped.
I'm hyped. Yeah, I'm hyped for you. I'm hyped for the both of us right now. Get on the choo-choo train, bro.
Get on the choo-choo train.
Choo-choo.
It's funny because it's a sad project, but like, let's be hype about it. Well, it's not all sad. It's not that bad. I don't know.
The sad train.
It's I don't know. It's hopeful, but I don't want to give too much away because you have questions. But yeah,
I hope my questions don't give away too much, because I feel like I ask like a lot of personal stuff in these.
It's supposed to. That's the point.
Oh, okay. So that's okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's good. That's great. All right. So first, MF in question.
Mm-hmm.
The EP cover. I see black and white background. I see you standing, looking out the window, but I can't see your face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm greeted with red and white flowers. So my question is, what do the color schemes represent, and what are these particular flowers? What do they stand for?
I love this question.
Yeah.
This is so I just want to point out and say, with this entire project, like, I wanted to make sure I give an era. I wanted to give an aesthetic, and I wanted it to be cohesive. I feel like that's like really lost in today's music. And I think it coming from someone that's an indie artist with literally zero budget, zero team, I did everything pretty much on my own. Of course, I had, some help along the way, but for the most part, it was, but yeah, I really wanted it to be like a specific color scheme along the way. And I think we nailed it. I think the cover art explains, like, you've heard the project. So I think the cover art
multiple times,
literally, thank you. I think the cover art like explains the whole vibe of the EP. I don't know if you'll agree with that, but
it does. I definitely agree.
Basically, when I wrote it, I was going through a really bad time, just mentally. Like, the black and white aspects of life, like, it was just very much, I was up and I was down. Like, I was very hopeful. I was very depressed. And I feel like, the white and black contrast throughout all of the promo material and everything in the cover, like, me being a completely black outline, like, is pretty much how I felt the whole time. And then, like, looking out of the window kind of like represents me kind of like, I guess, looking for more, hoping for more. Like, I have this weird thing about me where no matter how sad I am or how down I am, for some reason, I am blessed to be able to kind of like think like, but there's more, like there's hope at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, sir.
And the red was originally, I didn't want it to just be black and white because it's boring. And I was like, I want there to be like a pop of color somewhere in this whole like era. And when I create, like when I write songs, when I create anything, I always try to form it around a shape and a color.
Okay.
And an emoji. Like, I like to associate everything with like an emoji.
Emojis.
So red kind of stood out to me because in this time frame that I was writing the project, I was also exploring my sexuality and me as a person. I never really, I'll just say, as growing up as a kid, I didn't get a chance to explore my sexuality on my own. I got that taken away from me. So it was never something that I got to like, figure out growing up as an adult. So kind of exploring that side, kind of feeling sexy, red to me represents like sexy, but it also represents like anger, and it also represents temptation, and it also represents like revenge. So it's like, I was feeling so many emotions, and in between all of that, like darkness and hope, there was still like this, like, I guess, underline of like other emotions that I was also going through.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was a very long-winded explanation. I hope you chop and screw all of that, but yeah.
I don't know if you can hear the clap, but I'm definitely clapping. That was a very beautiful response.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I just want to say, I love the outfit. That's
black white.
Black and white. All you're missing is the red. That's all you're missing is the red right now.
Yeah. The red is probably my eyes because I'm exhausted.
I did notice that in one of the other songs. It was Take a Bite. It was Take a Bite cover. You had the red eyes, and I was like, yo, that's pretty sick right there.
That was cool. That was a cool shoot because it was actually supposed to be for the album cover. Like, and I thought about it. I was like, it's too red. Like, it's too focused on one color. But I thought it'd be cool for Take a Bite because, unfortunately, Lindrix, who features on the song, amazing artist, love him to death. Like, please, everyone that hears this, please stream Lindrix. It's amazing. He's in LA and I'm on the East Coast. So there was really no way of me like getting us both on the cover. And I definitely wanted there to be like a physical presence and not just like font or typography or whatever.
Yes.
And when I hear Take a Bite, that's like the sexiest song on the project. And it's definitely, that was the first song I wrote where I started to feel sexy again and kind of like reclaimed my own sexuality for myself. So I really love the way that turned out. I love the cover. Gary Lulong is the one that took that. Also an amazing artist, photographer, everything. So many people behind the scenes helped make this come to life. So
shout out to everybody behind the scenes.
Shout out to everybody behind the scenes. But yeah, Take a Bite definitely I think was a good like comeback single. Especially considering everything else on the project. I think Take a Bite definitely can resonate with people.
So since we're on Take a Bite, I'm gonna just go over a couple of the lyrics that like really popped out for me. So it went overtime, clock, skip a beat, need psychology, degree. Almost choke Randy.
That's not the words, but
I didn't want to like expose too much of the song. I want people to.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to just like say all of your lyrics and then people are like, well, I've heard the lyrics. Don't need to listen to the song, you know?
Please listen to the song. I promise it's great. Yeah. Lindrix actually wrote that. So it's funny how Take a Bite came about. First of all, Take a Bite is over a year old. I literally released it, I think, about a year after I wrote it, which is crazy. I did not plan that at all. It just happened. And I wrote it so scared. I think the last time me and you talked, I told you like my sound was changing a lot.
Yes.
And I was so afraid to put music out because it was so different from anything that I, originally put out. And Take a Bite was kind of like the start of that. It's very R&B. It's very dark. It's very explicit. It's very sexy. And none of that is what people associate me with, right? Even in real life, everyone's like, no, you don't seem like, and I'm like, yeah. So I wrote it and it was a rough draft. I don't even think I didn't have a bridge. I didn't have the reprise at the end or anything like that. I think it was literally the first verse and part of the chorus. And I sent it to Lindrix just to, get an opinion on it, right? And he liked it so much. He was like, I want to hop on that. And I was like, what? So yeah, that's how that came about. Lindrix kind of wrote his part, sent it in. He killed it. To this day, every time I listen to that song, I'm like, psychology, given head, that psychology, like that's so.
Yes. I was like, no, he did not. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me just play that again. Giving head psychology, and I've got my degree. Like, what? Okay, Randy's gonna be a rapper. He's a low-key rapper. He's painting pictures.
I didn't say that part. Lindrix said that part. Though I will say my favorite line that I put in that song is definitely "Rub that ass." A genie in a bottle, rub that ass 3 times, and there I'll be. I don't know.
I'm weak. I'm done. I'm done. End the podcast. This has been fun. We'll pick up back next Tuesday or something. Oh man. But yeah, I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that project.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. A break, a pause.
Oh God. What about a break, a pause?
Okay. So what really drew me in was like it starts at like 4 minutes, 2 seconds into the song. It's like that phone call effect where it's like you're talking about how you felt. Would you elaborate on those feelings, and would you say being able to hold on, messed it up. How you felt? Could you elaborate on those feelings, and would you say being able to express how you were feeling at the time through music helped?
It definitely did. So, A Break a Pause was the first song I wrote when I moved. There was like this very long period where I just wasn't doing music. And one of the friends I met down in Charlotte, definitely helped pull me back to where I needed to be. We were at the same job and we both hated it. And she asked me, what do I do? And I told her I do music. So she asked if she could hear anything. So I played her Reciprocate, and she was like, you need to get back into doing music. Like, this is good. And I kind of just sat down and I thought about, like, I guess I'm always on the go. I'm always moving. When I first moved to Charlotte, I went through like the worst breakup I've ever been through in my life. And I also had no friends. I had no family down there. So I was just by myself, and I had an apartment that I had to pay for, or I was in the street. So it was like, I could not ever stop to just think about all of the damage that I was enduring and the trauma that I was enduring. And the ending of that song, the phone call or the voice note, is actually from when I was in Charlotte. I had a really bad breakdown around March, which is when How to Love Me first came out. And it was that changed the course of my life forever. That was the first time I really felt, maybe not the first time, but as extreme as it was anyway, it was the first time I felt like this is really life or death. Like, you're either going to get help and fix yourself, or you're going to die alone. And no one's going to know because you're in this state, in this place, in this apartment by yourself. So I kind of started recording like journal entries, basically, like just kind of documenting my mental health and how I was feeling. Just because it was the only one I was the only one I could talk to. The hours that I was working, I would work and my friend would be asleep. I would get off, my friends would be asleep. So I didn't have anyone to talk to about it. So other than myself and my phone. So that voice note is actually from around that time where I kind of lost myself. I was nervous about putting it in there. It's very vulnerable and I hate hearing it. But I figured it was relatable and people could definitely use that vulnerability, especially in today's craziness. So yeah.
I agree. I'm glad you left the vulnerability in there, because I feel like with today's society, we've adopted this attitude, like this, I don't give a fuck about nothing. It's like we got to be hard all the time, and nobody wants to express how they're really feeling. Instead, we're just bleeding all over each other instead of fixing our wounds and focusing on self-healing, love, and everything that we need.
Yeah,
we're just, like I said, bleeding all over each other and trying to ignore what's actually going on, because it's easy to get caught up in the every day-to-day life and not take care of ourselves. And when you, like you said, you had that breakdown moment, it was like it really changed things for you.
Yeah. Definitely. It's just such an important message that I learned from myself, like to just take some time, because you think about it, like just the way the world and the system is, like no matter what we go through, like there's shootings here, there's all of these laws that are regressing, happening and taking place, and we have to go to work the next day. You know, we have to still put gas in the car, still be productive, still. And it's just like, there's never a chance to just stop. Like, I think the pandemic was the best thing that happened, because when we were in shutdown, everyone just stopped. It was like, not okay. And it's so
they still stopping.
Yeah. Like, I hate that it had to come to a pandemic, but you know, it's so important to just take that time to just put pause on life for a little bit and just live in your emotions and your feelings for a second.
You're right about that. I think I've entered into that season where I just had to stop and like deal with myself.
Yeah.
Before I do any more damage, you know?
Yeah. I knew a break of pause would be like something that you needed on the low. It was like, not to put your business out there, but I was like, he's going to definitely hear break of pause and be like, this was for me.
It was. Like, I played it like 4 or 5 times and I was like, cry. I cried a little bit.
Oh, that's good though. That's good. I really wanted it. Lord and behold, that intro was the last song we did for the project, believe it or not. I wrote it before anything else on the project, but it was also like, we went through so many intros. I think we went through like 7 different intros for this project. Until we landed on this one. And I mean, I'm sad for all of the intros that did not make it for various reasons, but I think it was fate that the first song I wrote in Charlotte was also, you know, on this project, a project about my time in Charlotte. So full circle for sure.
Full circles, yes. I'm just glad we were able to meet in between all of that, you know.
Right?
Yes,
right.
And still be friends to this day. You know, you meet people one day, you talk to them, you get to know them for a little bit, and then they just poof, they're gone.
Yeah, everyone, especially in this music industry, is very fake. So it's nice to meet people that aren't, for lack of a better word.
Yes. Yeah. All right, back to the project. One-sided. This one really hit home for me. I can relate because I too, like everybody else, have bills to pay, got a career, trying to build, got to focus on me, and don't have time to be worrying about someone who doesn't feel the same or, like one-sided loves are a terrible thing and it's not right. I could definitely feel your pain in that.
Yeah, that's actually about a certain someone who I will not disclose, but hopefully they hear it and know who the hell I'm talking about.
I'm sure they will.
But One-Sided was interesting. I freestyled that whole song, actually.
What?
I heard the melody in my head, which is just how I write songs. I always kind of like just go over different melodies and record them and kind of like whatever sticks, whatever's still in my head or like whatever, you know, I'm like, okay, that's good. It's ear candy. Usually I write my lyrics down on pen and paper because I'm old, but I challenged myself to just kind of freestyle that one. And I even did I think that's like the most rapping I did on the project.
So, like I said, Randy's a low-key rapper. He is no, I'm just an indie artist. So I'm like, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Music said otherwise.
You know, you gotta be a little versatile.
You have to be versatile.
But yeah, One-Sided was definitely fun. Definitely a fun one to write. And relatable to a lot of people, I think. Like, I'm so excited to perform that live.
I'm sorry, did you say you're excited to perform that one live?
Yes, we're going to be booked and busy this summer. I'm claiming it.
Oh, you have to give me some dates.
I actually have something planned that I will tell you about when we're done with this in private. But
okay,
it's exciting, and I'm working on it.
So excited!
So excited. I'll just say this. the title is Live from Apartment 1610. So that's all I'll say.
I'm dying on the inside. I'm just like,
but yeah, I will definitely let you know. When I know things.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Silence. Explain the title, the way it's spelled, and the meaning behind the song.
Silence is the oldest song on the whole project, but it's also not. I wrote Silence, I think 3-4 years ago. And it was supposed to be on a project. Of course, it never came out because this was my first project. And it was a completely different song, completely different beat, completely different meaning. And then I liked the title so much that I reworked it into a different song, never came out. And when I heard this project, I was like, it needs something. Like it needs something.
Yes.
So I retook Silence and I was like, let's finally give you a home. Let's finally give you somewhere to be. And I'm happy about it. I wanted to do something weird. I think as an artist, I'm all over the place and I try my best to kind of streamline my sound to be marketable, but also to be myself. But I really love like weird sounds, weird structures, weird melodies. And I figured Silence was a really good place to kind of just like do weird stuff like the like I thought that was really cool. You know, I definitely went into the basement with my voice.
I'm sorry, I hate to cut you off, but I really enjoyed the vocal sense and swells that you had in there. And then the shh.
Yes.
I was like, yo, that gave me
Yes, it definitely plays with your ears.
It does.
It's one of those songs where I encourage people to listen to with headphones. There's a lot of weird sounds, weird noises that I played around with. And the idea that I wanted it to be, the reason it's spelled that way. Basically, silence to me is not something that is external. Like you can be quiet externally, but there's always a sound. There's always a white noise. Even if you're in a room where there is nothing, your ears are probably ringing. You know, like there's something that's happening that your ears are picking up on. But like silence, I feel like truly comes from within. Like that is when your body is completely at peace and still. And I don't know. I feel like when you're talking to somebody, and you're trying to just give them one thing, if you catch my drift, and it's like, let's talk about our feelings, or let's do, you know, let me try to do dirty talk. Let me try to do something. And it's like, no, just shut up. Like, let's just, like, just literally give me silence. Like, just give me silence, give me peace. So that's pretty much where silence comes from. And it's one of my favorite songs on the whole project, for sure. And I cannot wait to do more weird things in the future. I really enjoy doing that.
Not weird.
There you go. Unique.
It's
thing.
you.
That's true. Fun fact. While we're on the topic, so Silence, like every other song on the project, was recorded in my bedroom. So Silence for me sticks out the most because I was just doing strange noises in my bedroom. Like, and that's my best memory of that song is just kind of like, okay, shh, like, I don't know. So, yeah.
Like, shh, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Like, you're in here by yourself. What are you shushing? So, but yeah, definitely, that's actually kind of why I named the project Songs from Apartment 1610, because all of the songs were written and recorded in Apartment 1610. So,
hey, I just got a notification saying the meeting will end in 10 minutes, and it wants me to upgrade, and I I don't have the upgrade.
So what you do is you just end it and then you restart it. Like you just send the link back out.
Wow. Well, I've only got 2 more questions, so I mean.
All right.
Yeah. So
go for it.
I'm sorry. I hate to cut it short, but.
No, you're fine.
All right. HTLM1. Beautiful beat and melody. Again.
Boy, it's How to Love Me. Just cut out everything you just said.
Okay, wow. That went over my head and then some. Like,
it's just worded that way because you got an early version. So we're going to cut all of this out and just try that one again.
You know what? I don't even you know what? No. All right. Last but not least, my favorite song on the EP, In Between. This one, I personally think listeners will get to hear the full range of your vocals. Like, you speaking your piece. Like, what's the in between?
Ooh, that is my song. Like that is my song.
That is your song. Yes.
I
was like, Randy.
It means so much to me. And this is the first one I'm like really talking about it. So I'm trying not to get like emotional, but basically my whole life I've been in this weird in between, and I've always felt that. Like I've never, I mean, even down to my sexuality, like I'm not gay, but I'm not straight. I'm not fully black, but I'm definitely not fully white. I'm not, like it's just, I'm always in the middle of something. And it just always felt weird. Like I felt alone. Like, and it wasn't until I kind of like had like this breakthrough in therapy one day where, I told her like, I'm always in an in-between, like, and she was like, why don't you just embrace where you are? Like embrace that in-between.
Yo, shut the book.
And it really made me think. And, I, even as an artist, like most people would consider me a pop artist. I would, like to brand into a pop artist. I dance. So it's like when I get on a stage, of course, I'm probably going to present pop, but like you listen to this project and it's all over the place. I started in rock music. I love indie sounds. I love hip hop. Like, I don't know, like I wanted to blend everything about me into this one song. So it was actually the last song I wrote on the project. And I think it's a great song that like explains where I'm at currently. Like, it's a song for my supporters, the lyrics, like, I'll be your high, I'll be your low, I'll be your darkness, I'll be your light. My personal favorite lyric is, when you're in need, you can point to the sea, I'll be in the sky, I'll be floating by. Like, it just all plays on just like, I am in between everything, but I'm here for you. Like I survived my trauma. I'm here for you. And it's also a song to myself. I listen to it and it's like me talking to myself, like I'm here for you as well, So it's there's no words. I love that song so much.
I love that song too, man.
And I loved that I got to finally do like a proper like rock song. Kind of go back to my roots that no one really knows about.
The grunge days.
The grunge days.
Like all that craziness. Sorry.
This hair is not just. You're fine. This hair is also for banging, like head banging. So yeah, like.
Yo. Head
banging. Yeah. Yeah. In between, definitely. Another one I cannot wait to perform live.
You better let me know.
I promise. Pinky promise.
Okay, pinky promise. I take those seriously.
I'm saying same.
I chopped off my own finger,
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that as soon as this is over. Like, I'm texting you, like, explain.
Okay. Well, I'll explain myself.
Okay. Well, I don't want Zoom to time out mid-sentence, so
Can you repeat that for me? I couldn't.
I don't want Zoom to time out mid-sentence, so we
Okay.
should.
All right. So we'll cut this, and we will talk afterwards.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm not sure if you had plans or anything. I don't want to intrude.
No,
You know,
you're
I try to be
fine.
respectful.
You're fine. I promise. Always have time for you.
Feelings mutual.
Period.
You know.
This was fun though. I'm glad you enjoyed the project. I'm glad it resonated. Everyone that listens, please stream Songs from Apartment 1610 out on June 30th.
Yes, please do. Please do. Please do.
Please do. My light bills are not going to pay themselves.
That is true. If only, man, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
It would. It truly would.
But again, thank you for your time. Thank you for allowing me to be able to listen to the project before everyone else because I'm special.
Exactly.
Because we're doing a podcast interview. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I got a little carried away there.
Two things can be true at the same time.
That is true.
For caring enough about me and my artistry, because you don't have to. So I appreciate it. I really do.
I care about everybody that's in my circle. So thank you for being a part of my circle.
Of course. Thank you for allowing me to kumbaya with everyone else in your circle.
Of course. Can't wait for you to meet everybody. It's going to be awesome.
Now we're going to throw a giant concert.
We're going to throw a giant concert? Yeah. Mind blown. We should definitely do that. I think my camera just decided to go kaput.
It was giving kaput energy this whole time.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on with this thing.
I was like, if I don't focus, I won't stroke out.
Cannot start video. Failed to start video camera.
Well, that is a sign. So, my friend, thank you for everything. I appreciate it.
Thank you, my friend, for your time. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day.
You too. I'll be texting you about your finger now.
You better.
All right.
I stuck my finger in there, and the teeth came out, and I wasn't sure what happened. I was like, I pulled it out, and then half my fingertip was gone, and had to dig in there and grab it, and had to rush to the doctor's, blood everywhere. It's fun town. It's a real fun town.
I fear I have no comment for that, but I am concerned. So just know that I'm definitely concerned for you.
All right. Bye, Randy.
Bye, friend.
Bye, friend.
ADHD, 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 ADHD. It's alive. ADHD, 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 ADHD.